I had a problem with hernia, and I had to go and have surgery. And in New Zealand, they have, in different hospitals and stuff, they may take like a surgical bus, and you go to the surgical bus. It's all about getting the people in, getting them out, saving some money. And I've had a number of operations in my life, and I don't enjoy them. I'd wake up, the anaesthetic, I'd be incredibly anxious, feeling like I'm going to die. Is my heart going to stop? So I was praying heading into the surgery, and I'd be like, Lord, all I want is to, when I wake up, is to know you're there, to know your presence. And you see, I based that prayer on things that I'd heard, like people waking up and there's a beautiful nurse standing over them, singing a hymn over them, or, God bless you, sir. That's all I was hoping for. Well, anyway, I went into surgery and I woke up and I was gagging. I'm like going, and this nurse said to me, you've still got a tube down your throat, the breathing tube. If you just grab it and pull it out. And so I'm lying there and I'm waking up delirious. I'm trying to pull something out of my throat. I'm gagging. And she came over and she pulled it out. And she said to me, now, Mr. Hickey, don't be alarmed. You've got some lines in your arm. We had some trouble with your blood pressure while you're out, but you're going to be okay. And at that moment, I thought, now I don't know, because something happened to me during that surgery, and I don't know whether I was clocking out because of what I was seeing during the surgery, or I just had no idea. You see, when I was out, something happened to me. And like Paul said, I don't know whether I was in the body or out of the body. I don't know what was going on, but I found myself in this throne room. There was a massive staircase, and it went up to a point, and at the top of the staircase was this blinding, glorious light. And halfway down the staircase between me and this light was this person standing, who I believe was Jesus Christ. And as I stood there, the presence in that room was nothing short of pure, 1,000,000,000% power and authority. An authority that would fill the walls were speaking authority and holiness. Everything that I could see, there were different like ornaments, authority coming out of every point of this place. And Christ was standing halfway up, communicating to me, speaking to me. He wasn't moving his mouth, it was spirit to spirit. And as I stood there, I was terrified. I was so scared of the authority that was so alive, to the point it was penetrating my bones, my flesh, the very being. But there was something there that gave me a peace in this fear. I can be here. I'm covered in the blood. I can stand before him. And he was communicating, sending something deep into my soul. Anyway, so I wake up gagging. I was unwell. And for 3 days, I was like, I have no idea. It's like I malfunctioned. And I'm like, was that you, Lord? I was so terrified. After 3 days, I finally opened up the Word, and he confirmed to me straight away that it was a true encounter that I'd had with him. You see, Jesus is pure authority. He is pure power. And if you don't know the Lord, when you die and you go before him, you're in trouble. But if you're covered in the blood, if you confess that he is Lord, you will able to stand before him. You see, I can tell you now, there'll be none of this, I'll sit down and talk through the sins that I've done. The authority will turn on you, and your own conscience will turn on you. It's a terrifying place to be. But if you're covered in the blood, he'll say, come on in. Come on in. Because his blood on the cross is all the authority that we have to walk in forgiveness. He's an amazing, amazing God. You know, it took me years to even mention it to anyone. I'll use this word, but I'll use it loosely. I was so traumatized by it. I just could not comprehend for years until one day the Lord said to me, I want you to share what happened.